All right. Final thing we're going to talk about EA. EA announced
EA Sports. Go fuck yourself.
it's in they announced 3 new Star Wars games, one being
Yes,
uh
dude.
Jedi Fallen Order, 2
It's Jedi 2.
a new first person shooter, and what was the other one?
And then
Was it
for people who know Empire at War, that game, or Clash Royale is a better example, or Clash of Clans. It's a game like that.
okay? I am not massive into video games. I dabble in them sometimes. Fallen Order was pretty good. I didn't even play through it all.
Well, guess what?
Um,
Do you know who made Fallen Order?
Respawn, right?
Respawn.
And Respawn is making all 3 of these, so it appears that
Yeah.
Dice is out.
Well, okay. Respawn and Dice are EA companies.
Correct. Well, I know that, but I feel like Dice is not gonna.
No, so Dice is responsible for the Battlefront games.
Right, correct.
And they basically, as you saw in those comment sections, everybody wants Battlefront 3 now.
Right.
It's probably not going to happen. If they do, it's going to be headed by another studio. Next year, the EA deal is over, where they have exclusive rights to the games. And they have not done good with that contract. And
Which is a stupid deal.
in 10 years, they released Star Wars Battlefront, Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, Star Wars Battlefront 2, Squadrons, and Jedi Fallen Order. That's 5 games over the course of
Let's go over
10
them.
years.
Squadrons could have been like a thing you did within a game. It didn't need to be a full game itself.
It literally could have just been a rework of the Starfighter Assault mode from Battlefront 2.
Battlefront 2 was a good game after they fixed the bugs.
Yeah,
It was a bad game at start.
Good game after 2 years.
Battlefront, everybody wanted it because it was the first real big Star Wars game in a while.
Battlefront was a game that was good, but the player base got divided because of the DLC system that they had.
I mean, EA has this problem with
And then Galaxy
their
of Heroes.
sports games.
Don't even
Madden's terrible. Madden hasn't changed a bit in like a decade.
and
Still the same shit.
don't even get me started on Galaxy of Heroes. I play that game to this day still. I mean, I still play Battlefront and all that to this day. But Galaxy of Heroes is a game that has made over $1 billion and mistreats its community so bad. It's actually so hilarious.
Really explain it.
So, as an avid player, okay, the game is basically a character collection game, a gacha game, where basically characters can vary from $300 to $5,000. That is either the cost of like a really expensive or a meal at a really expensive restaurant to like a used car.
Wait.
Per one character.
Wait, this is real money?
Real IRL money.
How much again for like the most expensive character?
Let me show you. Okay. Let me go.
You could, I assume you can work your way to these things in the game. You just have to play an exuberant amount of hours.
Let me just show you because I have one of the best characters in the game.
Did you say 15,000? No,
5,000. This is Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. He is a galactic legend. The average cost for him, if you want to get all of the character requirements to get him, is $5,000. And if you want to farm him free to play, it takes 2 years.
I just got my friend over here. Yeah, $5,000 for a character. Buy in a game. Mm-hmm. I know that's more than the game itself.
And look,
I know
this isn't even all of the requirements. These are most of the characters you need to get to him, and these all could cost around $300 per release. And to get all of this gear where they are could cost thousands of dollars per person.
So basically, it's like the same problem with other games. It's like if you're rich and you play it, you can just buy whatever character you want, and you could school people.
So let me also bring up.
And poor people like you.
Yeah, this is Jedi Knight Revan. For a long
normal
time,
people.
he was one of the best characters in the game. They released a $100 bundle called the Hyperdrive bundle that gets you basically everything in the game for $100. You can get him at one point he was one of the hardest characters to obtain. You can get him in 2 hours if you pay $100 plus around like another like 1,000.
Do people actually spend that money on this game?
Yes. Tomorrow, the second sister comes out, and she's gonna cost roughly around $300 to get her anywhere near usable.
That's insane. I didn't even know about this game until like you explained a little bit to me. That's insane to me.
And it mistreats its its biggest creator. They banned one of his accounts for no reason. Although,
why?
And then they have previous history of working with hackers in their games and giving them the worst bans of all time. When a hacker basically gave himself like hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of crystals, and he bought a bunch of shit with them like anyone else would. And you know what they did? They let the hacker choose which characters to take out of his roster, not the characters that he bought anything with, and then said you get a 1-week ban.
So what did they suspect that this creator did that got unfairly banned?
Their TOS says that you can't trade and give accounts, but because of something that happened over in China, they had to close off the China servers. And this guy who lives in America, but he so happened to make his account while visiting China, so his account is a China-based account.
Mm-hmm.
So he was like, "Hey, I don't have any use for it, but I have spent like thousands of dollars on this account. Would you want to like take it off my hands for free?" And he was like, "Sure, why not?" They found out, and then they banned the account because yes, it was a terms of service violation. It was bringing in thousands of dollars to their game, but they like worked with hackers notoriously in the past.
That's crazy. And this is made by what branch of EA?
Capital Games.
And not a good company?
No, shady company. How it like treats its player base and whatnot. They're on the okay side right now with everyone. They've made improvements.
I'd have to look into it more, but that's really fascinating. Man.
I could send you some videos.
Yeah, I have to check it out because I don't really play video games. It's never been my thing, but I just hear some stuff. But Fallen Order 2 Fallen Order 2 is pretty interesting. Obviously, do you think it follows Cal still?
Yeah, why not? Now we have to say, okay, I'm going to say this. I'm going to be the purist here. We don't know that it's Fallen Order 2. We just know it's a sequel in the Jedi series of games.
So I think people would be pissed if it's not Cal.
And they basically confirmed that it's going to be the sequel game. Right. If you play the game, the ending is so open-ended of like where they could go.
Plus, it's a character we have a lot of questions about. Could he be in the Mandoverse? Is he still around? Is he with Luke? I think it'd be really interesting to have Cal, because like for me personally, it's like there's no way Luke is the only master teaching.
Yeah.
It would make more sense if like his council was him, Ahsoka, and Cal, and Ezra.
Yeah.
If
maybe
my theory doesn't come to fruition that Ezra is now a part of the dark side of the Force. I have foreseen it.
Maybe. But yeah, I mean, we got to think now with these games being announced. There's like 8 games being released in the next few years. We have Hunters, which just came out of soft launch and is looking, I think, at a global launch this year. Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga comes out.
Which just got recently announced finally for April the 5th. I know people are really excited about that.
Then these 3 games, that's 5. Knights of the Old Republic's remake. Bazinga's game. Ubisoft's open world game. It's 8 games right there.
The High Republic one?
Oh yeah, Eclipse, that's 9.
But that's not for a while. That doesn't even have
that's not probably coming out until like 2025, 2026. And then you put on top of this all the like DC and Marvel games. We got the Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. the new
Logan.
Batman game, the Wolverine game, the new Spider-Man 2 game, and just so much more.
Isn't there a Midnight Suns thing too?
I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, Star Wars, Marvel, DC, specifically Star Wars, bro, looking like we're about to be getting. And also, by the way, I should say, the Jedi sequel game is rumored to be coming out at the end of this year.
Yeah, it makes
Because,
sense. It's been talked about that they
yeah,
want to show footage.